So the problem with Laffy here
Laffy. Is he going to have the
is,
last laugh?
I hope not. They have a massive chunk of legacy score, 11.7 million GP. I don't know if this account was sold or if this guy just started whaling or what, because they have everything except for Reva. It's weird. They have all of this,
Yeah.
but no Reva.
Are they in a script guild?
I can't even tell you because stupid the way CG broke the characters. I think it's an Asian guild, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
But yeah, here's the Raycron. The protection's a little annoying, but the fact that there's no 15%, like I said, I can't even be upset with. So let's just get rocking and rolling.
Here we go.
I don't understand what team people have been saying is a Starkiller killer with Ray. I'm trying to figure out if I want to stun or just basic.
I think at one point people put Malik with it, didn't they?
Yeah. I think also people have been putting Terran with her because of, you know, the fact that there's no...
God.
Yeah, there's no GL clause in his thing, and since she's an unaligned Force user...
Oh, man. So her,
Ben.
Ray, Ben, Cal, and Malicos.
And probably Cere as well, would be my guess.
Well, how many people do you want on the team, Ginge?
You know what I mean.
Gonna
Like
get 6 people.
I fucking hope not, because then that would make the Phoenix unbearably busted.
I'd like to see Malicos on the Ray team now you've mentioned it.
I imagine he's like the damaged killer for the team because of, you know, well, him and Ben, obviously.
Well, him and Ray, because Ben
Yeah.
does okay damage, but...
Ray really amps up things rapidly.
Yeah.
If I could get a stun off, I could get rid of that stupid taunt. Thank you.
Malicos won't benefit from the, you know, going below 50% health and having damage immunity, if you can get him that far.
Yeah, you gotta live long enough for that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that, but
I'd like to see you put Malicos with Ray on offense or defense, whichever one.
well, the problem is neither one of my accounts have him worked up because Doya didn't get max on the second conquest for him, so I'm behind on that front. And then
your Ray's not great on the other account, then.
Yeah, and I don't have him worked up on that account because I'm working on other stuff. So both are up a peak without a power, really.
It was an easier battle than I expected.
Well, we still gotta get through.
Don't forget the Star Destroyer.
Why would I bother with it?
Don't you want max health and protection?
I do, but it's kind of hard to do that whenever I can't get a turn with Starkiller and Edgewise. I'll probably take this one, just because why not?
Do they do physical damage?
The idea behind this team is we're going to use whirlwinds to kill everyone, so that way they can't be revived by Leia.
Okie dokie.
That is the gist of it. And Aesop has not tested this team right against her, so yeah, we're gonna be learning today.
And she has no ultimate.
No, that's the good thing.
I believe. I hate old men.
Okay, so they all have all that action already. Oh, there's that. Oh, we're dazed. Lit.
Bro, do you have mods on this team?
Do I have mods on this team? What the fuck kind of question is that?
Why aren't you fucking doing any damage?
Because Leia's kit is bullshit. Have you not read it?
Mate.
No, you haven't.
I can read a few books a year, okay? I want to make them worthwhile books.
Yeah, you might want to read Leia's kit then.
But it's not just Leia's kit I have to read. I have to read the expanded comics and tie-in novels. So, can't, okay. Humor.
You can't or refuse to.
Oh, be careful with Rey.
I'm aware. I'm waiting on people to take a turn.
Just don't risk taking her health so low.
There goes one. The one thing I don't like about this team... Well, actually, there's multiple things I don't like about this team. First is their damage output. The fact that they take how many turns, all the buffs they get, Drogon being a fake character for no reason. And like, this isn't even like an ult Leia team.
You know all these characters are fictional, right?
You know what I mean. They had to fucking pull a make-believe character out their ass to make Leia busted.
I hope Dave Filoni puts Drogon into his new films.
You know you fucking won't.
If he does, I would get a good chuckle from that.
You get a good chuckle from everything because your chuckle's the clown.
Oh, here comes another whirlwind.
Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Let's get rid of you. Or not.
Good job.
So he gets... I get him below 100% health and he immediately recovers everything because of this bullshit team. Fuck right off, CG. Just fuck right off. Oh, he's got damage immunity now. Lit.
Hey, at least I keep beating up on Ben, so...
If you say so. Oh, wow. So we get a whirlwind that does no damage. They get 17 turns.
Oh no.
Oh, there goes.
You pleb.
No, that Rey, yeah, the Rey Leia fight was more my own misdoing. I probably should have done basic, but whatever. I'll learn eventually how to deal with it. I hope. I hope.
Just with Rey, you don't have to keep healing with Ben because it decreases your. Because she gets the whirlwind at 60% Ginge. So getting her up to full health, like if you use it on herself, it will heal her.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. Having to deal with Leia, the only Leia guy in my entire bracket, mind you, is like, what do I do? Obviously not that. Obviously not what I did.
Is this the first round or second?
This is the second round.
Okay.
It feels like the third, but like, I worry because more people will be rushing to get her with more footage coming out, obviously. So,
I mean,
like
maybe...
rush. I don't know. Go on, sorry.
To me, the big news seems to be Malakos. Maybe Rey is the big news, but from an outsider looking in, it feels like Malakos has just stole all the shine.
I feel like
because
Leia has, like kind of taken a backseat, but like she's causing issues at the top, and she's gonna start trickling down rapidly.
Yeah. Like
Like
if they
Malgus is the big news because everyone relatively can get access to him easily. If you had the gear laying around the Amis, the Zetas, and all that.
Conquest.
Yeah.
Have they found counters for him yet, or are they still looking?
I have a counter. It's called Traya.
Well, it certainly isn't Ray.
Nah, not Ray at all. Are you talking about for Drogon?
Malachus.
For Malicos, you can gas, you can not Ray, you can Traya, Star
Did we
Killer.
not try Traya?
Yeah, Traya works if you want to waste a GL on the team. Star Killer works against it. Kylo works against it. There are counters, it's just they're expensive because you're taking away the best Reva counter in the form of Traya or Malicos.
Not like you're gonna need that for this one though.
Doing a basic. It's my own fault, let's be honest.
I think you could have healed Ray.
Yeah, I could have healed with the basic. I just completely messed it up on my own accord. So.
Not even the basic. Like her, when she gives health to other people, she can use it on herself. If I remember correctly.
But don't ask me, dude.
Let me go have a look.
Ray is not in my wheelhouse.
Because that's why I was like, you could have just used it on herself to go back be above 60%.
If I had known that, I would have done that. Trust me. Like.
A sec.
Trust me. If I had known I could have done that, I would have done that. But you know, I am a scrub. So. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna learn how to use Ray's kit properly. Maybe. Maybe. That is if I don't just say fuck it and throw her on defense and never care again.
Next time it happens, have a look. I'm curious if it works on herself. I'm sure it does. I could be wrong.
That is not the answer I needed from you. Okay, I really need to mark her again. Let's throw that around. Let's heal. Let's do that. Let's mark her down again.
What does it take to kill this lass?
A lot, because she has a lot of health.
Is she a tank? If so, Jedi Knight Luke's basic will do better.
She is a tank. Lit.
Oh. I thought I was going to do a lot more than it did.
Please don't speak that into existence. Because you have the propensity of saying that and then it immediately happens. So. Spread more buffs. Should be stunned.
There we go. Finally in yellow.
For the moment. Back to marking. God, this is... The hole is dishwater. How could they make 2 GLs in the last year be so boring and annoying to fight? They
Dude, is her health going down?
It certainly doesn't feel like it. Slowly. Come on.
Don't you just hate it when you've got a kill shot and it ends up on Hermit Yoda who can't do anything?
Yeah, you're like, oh, thanks, bud. Okay, well...
It's worse if they manage to have a heal up straight after Hermit and you're like, oh, I hate Hermit.
Yeah. Well, at least I know what to do now. Now. Now that I fucked it up the first time, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a learning experience. The good thing is, I don't have to use JMK against it.
But does this work if it's like a full team?
Yeah.
So full Ray team against full JML, you can win.
Ray, you mean Leia?
Yeah,
Yes, because it's the same concept. You mark down Leia, just keep spamming assist and knocking her down with Jedi Knight Luke, spin it back to Revan, then run it back again. So,
But that hasn't been tested against GL Leia yet. Not
what?
GL, Ultimate Leia.
No, it was in Squad Arena. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's like that's against against Alt Leia too. Like that's
Well,
so
okay.
113% defense. Ah, yes, this was one of the nightmare teams I saw earlier. Hope we're
This
with
is
that.
gonna be interesting.
Always, always is. I would have no other way of playing this game. First, you. We'll do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Probably should have hit her instead, but okay. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little bit. We're just gonna
AoE.
No!
Whoa.
They had retribution, you numbskull.
You might have killed a bunch of them.
No. No, I would not have.
Hits hard, you know.
I'm aware of what they do. I'm not just gonna AoE whenever two of them had retribution.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like two tough people. Oh, he's gone. Well,
No,
if he
I was
doesn't
just...
come back once I finish this cake, I'll carry on to League of Legends. And you came back, it's like, oh, okay.
No, I just didn't want to
carry
hit...
that.
I didn't want to hear the gloating was the thing. That's all. I just didn't want to hear the gloating. He's my own failure, you know? That's all. That's all. Do we have anything with defense down here? No, we don't. I'm looking for like light side boost for these two, but I guess we'll go with that one. Oh well, whatever. Okay. No, I just wanted to.
Definitely about clearing north.
Not if we do it the way I thought just now, then we can still. It's just it'll be very, very tricky. So, I'm not holding my breath about clearing north, though. No, you're not wrong on that assumption. We're gonna cleanse because I really don't want exposes.
Tell you what, I've been listening to the Thrawn music on repeat. Just bloody heck, man.
I tried my damnedest to like hear like his like theme whenever he showed up in the episode. I could not hear it to save me. I don't know if it's because I'm deaf. I partially am, let's be honest, but I just could not hear it. Was it really that faint, or am I just that daft?
It was definitely in there because I could hear the pianos.
Oh, it was more like it wasn't like really loud or whatever, like really bassy or anything. It was more like trust me,
it was definitely in there.
I don't know why I couldn't hear it. I'm not saying it wasn't there. I don't know why I couldn't hear it.
Well, I sent you the song I've been listening to.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, I was pretty bang on with what he did, how he remade it. I was like, fair play.
No, I'll hopefully be able to work on stuff tomorrow. Because I had a long day.
I feel you. I've got to do a thumbnail at some point.
Oh, for the podcast, huh?
Yeah. Drawn for dummies.
Are you gonna use the are you gonna use that like the For Dummies book series?
That's
like as
exactly.
That's what you're gonna use as like the design, huh? Like the
That's exactly what I was referring to.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I'm like, I could see that. Before I cut you off, sorry, I wasn't trying
Yeah,
to.
like I said, with regards to Thrawn, we haven't got anything in the actual timeline. Like, he was in Rebels, and not much.
Yeah, he's only been Rebels. Well, like, show-wise, yeah. Well, the books, obviously, he's had, like, more
but
there.
I'm not even sure if the books count.
Yeah.
Like, because in those books... Well, I was getting a bit shy. I don't remember anything massive he's done.
What was it? I can't remember which ascendancy book it was that he had like the whole thing with going into the unknown regions for a short time with Vader.
Was that the Anakin one?
I have
Yeah, is that the one where it's flashing back and forwards between Anakin and Vader?
Oh, hold on, let me. Oh no, that's
So-
the. Hold on. Let me get my books out.
Because there's one where you've
Let me get my resources out here. I got the books. Bro, I have.
Is it-
Okay, so no, it's
it runs
it's this
parallel,
one.
right? Between
this
Clone
one.
Wars.
It's alliances. This isn't the ascendancy one. This is alliances.
Yeah,
That
but
does the whole-
Alliances runs parallel with like flashbacks. So you've got the present day storyline
Yeah.
when we see flashbacks to Anakin and Thrawn meeting in the Clone Wars.
Oh, okay. I'm getting confused, yeah, because this trilogy, this one, this one is the one in the Empire. The Ascendancy is the prequel one.
No, the Ascendancy is after those 3 books you just lifted up.
No.
Yeah.
Literally from the horse's mouth. Beyond the edge of the galaxy lie the unknown regions, chaotic, uncharted, near impassable, possessing hidden secrets and dangers in equal measure. And nestled within their swirling chaos is a Ascendancy home to the enigmatic Chiss and the 9 ruling families that lead them. The Chiss, the piece of the Ascendancy, a beacon of calm and stability, is shattered by a daring attack on the Chiss capital that reveals no trace of enemy. Baffled, this is whenever the Ascendancy was attacked by the Grisk or whatever.
Oh my god. I haven't finished that trilogy, but
Oh, that's why. No, this trilogy is. This is before, because this ends where Thrawn begins.
oh my god.
It goes this
That's why I
into this.
hated. That's why I hated the one set of trilogy books.
The,
Because I wanted to go forwards
is-
with Thrawn, but
what
we've
is-
gone backwards.
Are we talking about the Ascendancy one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that we go backwards in time, but I mean, it gives us more backstory on him, which is I can't really complain about, you know.
Yeah, but I don't fucking care. Because the problem with those 3 books
Mhm.
is he's not like Daddy Thrawn yet, is he? Like in the Empire books, he's just starting to get into like Thrawn that we're familiar with.
Well, in the Ascendancy books is whenever it shows his very political ineptitude even more so than the other trilogy, because the Chiss are completely aware of his ineptitudes, and this is like massive spoilers, but the reason you have to read them all to fully understand it, but there's a small subset of the Stibula and some of their puppets or cohorts or whatever to call them, and the Ascendancy Fleet Defense Force. Well, I can't remember what it's called. They're trying to actively bring down Thrawn because he doesn't abide by Chiss rules of war. Because the Chiss rules of war, you never attack first, you never strike first. You get attacked and then you retaliate. Thrawn does not give a shit about that. He wants to attack first, and he'll do it subtly, use proxy aliens as the way to do it, and it pisses off the Stibula and all that and the ruling families, and that's why at the end of Lesser Evil he is exiled to our galaxy, like the known galaxy from the unknown regions. Yeah, it's a very convoluted way of getting him put into the Empire, but yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Fair enough. But as our tangent was, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah. Well, outside of getting, beaten at Lothal by the rebels, Phoenix Cell.
Look at Tarkin. He at least blew up a planet.
Yeah, Tarkin also led how many successful anti-pirate campaigns as well.
And then even in Disneyverse, he has blown up like 3 places.
That we know of.
Because Yeah, like I can't wait for like the Tarkin prequel film where it shows that even before Jeddah, they went and blew up some other planets just to test shit.
Isn't
Or
that
you
like
just had like a binge.
wasn't that a part of like the Catalyst book as well from before Rogue One? Because like during testing they
read
were.
that.
You didn't read it?
No,
Oh,
because
sorry. I read a lot of the books. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
This is
No,
why I get so passionate about this franchise, because I read a lot of this shit. So I have a lot of knowledge about it, and I get pissed whenever Disney fucks with it.
I don't mind. It's just my issue is it's so disposable. Like they've already shown us they will just throw things out.
And then just turn around and reuse it later on because their ideas don't work.
But it makes me feel less willing to get engaged because an example of it is Rise of Skywalker.
Oh god.
This is the perfect example. You've got the Wayfinder, yes?
Yeah, the holocron thing, basically.
To me and you, I'm like, it's a fucking holocron.
It literally is a holocron. That's all
I
it
was like,
is.
why doesn't some dweeb at Lucasfilm just be like, yo, JJ, it's just a Sith
Yo,
holocron.
this
We've
is
got
Darth
something."
Anadu's holocron, or one of his
Yeah.
holocrons that he used to navigate the inner core.
Like, what's a fucking Wayfinder?
A holocron. A
You get what I
holocron.
mean?
Yeah,
It's just little things where it's like,
it's not really explained. It's like, oh, it's a way to find your way to Exegol. Okay,
it's like,
so it's a navigation device. What the fuck is it? It's a holocron. But
literally,
they don't call it a holocron. It's like, what the hell?
call it a holocron because then we know Force users are only able to access it.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically the only two people that access it were Kylo and Rey. It's like, but they don't flat out say it's a holocron. It's like, but just call it. That's what it is.
Yeah, but that's the issue where it's like you bring in these filmmakers who love various parts of the Star Wars trilogy. So let's be honest, JJ and Ryan, they're very much OT guys. Because if you remember Force Awakens, when that came out,
Yeah, that was
It
very
felt-
much just like a rehash of F4.
yes, but it felt like they brushed away the prequels very fast. Like the mentions are like, oh, the Sith. It's like, okay, it's called a Sith. But then at first I thought the most damning thing, because it looked just like Coruscant, was when they blew up Hosnian Prime.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, I mean,
did they
that's-
just
that's
blow
just-
up Coruscant? Is
that's
that
a-
just their way of saying, like, would that do the prequels?
That's like the way a lot of the what is the word for those planets? Eucanopolises or whatever, however you pronounce that word. But that was like their way of like showcasing the, I guess, power of the First Order. I don't fucking know what the point of that
Oh, yeah.
whole scene was.
But what I'm saying, like, Hosnian Prime looks like Coruscant.
Yeah.
When you saw, like, the close-up of the planet, I was like, damn, did they just blow up Coruscant? It's like a
Yeah, it's
message,
like-
the prequels were throwing them out, we're not going to acknowledge them. But the ironic thing is, I think it's the prequel fans that are kind of keeping it going.
What?
Star Wars.
Mm.
Because I see this a lot, where I see a lot of people like, I prefer the prequels, and they all tend to skew a lot younger as like people who grew up with the prequels. But it feels like a different sort of love.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure if it's a generation thing. Like, I'm never sure if they view the prequels as a joke.
No, I don't. Because I grew up on them.
But a joke in the sense, like, they're always like made fun of, not really taken seriously, or
Oh no, I lean into it, but I know some people do as well and others don't, kind of thing. It just depends on the
Yeah.
person, I think.
like the OT for the most part is usually spoken with a lot more not respect,
Seriousness.
but seriousness. Yeah.
I think
Uh,
respect as well, because it like forged the path forward kind of thing. I also have no idea if this is going to work against Dash, to be completely honest with you. It probably
I
won't.
forgot we were even playing the game at this rate.
Yeah, no, I'm going to leave a lot of this in, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
We can just keep jawing on like we have anyways.
Yeah, it's just a fascinating thing. I always, without any sort of scientific experiment or data, but I always see like random polls on YouTube where people will vote prequel trilogy, then original trilogy, then sequel trilogy, and I was like, "Are you guys nuts?"
Wait. What was the way they voted it?
Well, a lot of people will vote a prequel trilogy over original.
What? Is that
Yeah.
trolling or just what?
No, I'm not even like.
No, I mean like
It's
are
not
the
even
people
a
that are
small number.
I mean like are the people that are like voting for it like trolling or what? Because that's I wouldn't put the prequels over the original trilogy as much as I can enjoy the prequels. Like yeah, episode 3 carried the prequels, but like it took to episode 3 to really make the prequels work.
I don't said this before. I don't think the prequels are a success. Like Anakin's fall makes 0 sense. It just doesn't. Because
Sorry, I'm
if
like
you
trying to
try,
keep an eye on this. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Woo! Okay.
so theoretically, you're Anakin Skywalker, yes?
Mhm.
You have just found out that the entire past 3 years you've been at war, countless planets have been decimated, is because
Millions have died.
Palpatine, billions,
Yeah.
Palpatine has been the leader of
Orchestrating
both
it all.
sides and has orchestrated it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an assumption, it's knowledge, because he's just owned up.
I'm gonna reload the game real quick, so
So, theoretically, you're still Anakin, yeah? You've just
Yeah.
found out this information, and it's like,
what do you
okay.
do?
Yeah, it's like,
Do you
okay,
A, kill him and turn or put him in custody and turn him over to the Senate? Or B, join him? Because your wife is dying of something.
bad dreams.
Oh yeah,
So-
bad dreams.
You get to that point and you think, okay, that's already one strike against Palpatine. Like, this shouldn't even be a conversation of like, should I be, you know,
Should I do
tempted?
it or should I not?
Like, there's no temptation because you know he's the bad guy.
It's like you know who and what he is. Why are you
And then
why are you mulling this over?
in the space of 20 minutes, he goes from, I should kill you to, I'm going to go kill some kids.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the film, he checks out this one line as like, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. And I'm thinking, I just don't understand. Like,
You're like, what?
What mental gymnastics have we done here? Like, how can he be crying on Mustafar from what he's done to the Jedi are evil?
Yeah, I didn't say
It's
it was
just-
sense, but
Bro, what? So ultimately, all episode 3 is a collection of scenes that are supposed to happen to get where we need to get without really making sense. And so
makes sense.
that's why fundamentally I think the prequels have failed.
it's like
Because you've
fundamentally,
tried-
I don't care. I'm just kidding.
You've tried to explain Darth Vader,
Mhm.
and it's actually way less satisfying.
You know what's amazing
if-
is the freaking show did a better job of explaining him, like explaining his fall than the movie did. And I think that's a problem. Like it took the Clone Wars TV show to like elaborate on like Anakin's fall. Like it had to fill in the gap between 2 and 3 is to explain why he fell and became what he became. You know.
But you have like 3 films that are almost 7 hours in total.
Yeah, they're supposed to be longer too.
Yeah, they are. There's deleted scenes that they've actually
Yeah.
filmed.
Yeah.
But just bad. When you think of Darth Vader, when you think that line with Obi-Wan where he said, Darth Vader murdered your father and hunted down the Jedi,
Hmm.
you just have this image of like a really cool sequence of Darth Vader killing people.
Yeah.
And then you find out he's actually human underneath the mask.
Mhm.
Just all sorts start to reveal about him. It's like, what a fascinating villain. And then you get a backstory in the films, and you're like, he didn't really do anything. I wanted to see him like hunt down these people. Have you
Yeah,
ever saw
brutally kill 'em.
Highlander?
I don't think so. Is that a Mel Gibson movie?
No, that's Braveheart.
Oh, okay.
Highlander
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's not
is
it then.
it's got Clancy Brown in it. He does a lot of voices for Star Wars
Okay.
characters. But basically, Highlander is where you've got this race of immortals, and they kill each other by beheading one another, and they absorb that person's power, and ultimately there can only be one.
Okay.
Like it's like the
Weird, but
tagline.
okay.
So basically, where I'm going with that is, I kind of envision Vader just hunting down all these Jedi and just taking their
Massacring them.
heads off. Yeah. And you just think, you kind of made Vader look like a wimp. Because he doesn't do anything cool. The coolest bit is him marching on the temple and you don't see anything. I was like, don't be.
Don't
Give me
blue
some
ball
of
me
the
like this.
goods. Yeah. It's like, no, we don't get to see his.
We don't get to see him killing people. We have to get like flashbacks from the Mandalorian, and
Yeah.
I think it's really it, right? Because they didn't
Yeah.
do it anywhere else yet.
And no, even then, you don't really. In the
See
film,
him.
it's just, you know, he's gonna kill the kids. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
like,
Yeah, that's like the
kill
only scene we
somebody
get.
decent.
I mean, he has all the alleged extra kills from everyone else, you know. So
I know, right? It's like, oh, Vader and a bunch of clones kill all the Jedi. Yeah, I just think that prequel trilogy could have been a lot cooler. But he told a story without really repeating himself. It is kind of interesting. There's like a Palpatine origin story.
yeah.
Because of how stupid everyone is. But fair play to Papa Palps. Like, that's a masterpiece. I
get
never
it.
understood that either.
What?
So, Newt Gunray
Mhm.
in the
What about-
books. So I
He's a
don't
lot
like
more
to talk about the
manipulative.
books. Not even that. In the books, he knows Palpatine is Darth Sidious.
Yeah. But he does nothing about it.
Fucking mind blowing. Like, he tells Dooku, because
Well, Dooku
He's
already
like-
knew. Well, obviously.
Dooku
but-
already knew, but he says like, "Oh, they told me someone powerful is leading the Republic who betrayed them." Anyway, fucking Newt Gunray knows Sidious is Palpatine.
Yeah.
I'm like, you get taken in handcuffs at the end of Phantom Menace. Like, oh fuck, we lost.
Yeah, I that's why I took
How'd you
off auto.
explain? How would you explain that?
I don't really have an answer for you there, Chief.
Yeah, just sloppy.
All over the place, yeah.
Nuts. Fucking nuts. But yeah, they cast out all the comics or they pick and choose. And you're like, well, if the films don't want to like really utilize them and this isn't going to have no bet. Because imagine if Filoni just says, Thrawn's like, oh yeah, I'm just here to take over the galaxy.
Be like, what?
And he's like, I don't care about the Chiss ascendancy or the Grisk. And like, oh.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be very careful the way they finish off Ahsoka.
Yep.
They're gonna have to be
And-
extremely careful because if they start doing things weirdly or start just doing whatever they feel like, they're gonna piss off a lot of people, and then they're just gonna like throw whatever Zahn set up with the ascendancy stuff and all that on the side of the road, and yeah, whatever.
You think Thrawn dies
When
when it's all said and done in the films?
oh, in the film that's coming for all this apparently,
Yeah.
probably. Would it be ironic if it's the same way he died in the EU? I know you don't want that, or you didn't like it, but I would
Yeah.
find it ironic as hell.
Well, they can't, can they?
What do you mean?
Because Rook already got killed in Rebels.
Or wasn't he? Was he killed or captured?
Nah. Zeb dunked his ass.
Oh yeah, in the Battle of Lothal.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have. Well, no, it has to be Rook because Rook's the one who killed him. And yeah, never mind.
Well,
it
the
can't-
reason it had to
can't
be
be that
Rook
then.
was because of the species he was and the lie.
yeah, the Nagri.
Yeah. So I guess that's gonna be Enoch or whatever his name is.
No, I don't think Enoch will do it. He's too loyal to Thrawn. They've spent a decade in exile together.
Hey, how long did Rook spent with Thrawn?
Who knows? I think there's like an actual answer, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, I spent 20 years with Thrawn.
I spent all this time. Nothing!
But yeah. Because if he dies, you can't really finish the Grisk books, can you? Because
Yeah, because like
the
the whole.
Ascendancy leads into the Empire books, as you just said. And those Empire books kind of finish up leading into Rebels.
Yeah. It's kind of like that's what I'm saying. Like if they start doing anything stupid, they've already worked themselves to a corner. Let's be honest. But like I just don't know what the way forward is. I guess if that makes any
But
sense.
spending 10 years of Thrawn on a dead planet.
I'd be okay with that. Like explain how he came into working with the Great Mothers and what happened in transit from the galaxy where we know to the galaxy they're in.
I think if next week's episode is not just a flashback episode detailing that, I think I'd rather not know the answer.
I'd like to know how he doesn't have complete tabs on Ezra. You two spent how long in hyperspace, like tied up together by those Purgles, and you're like, oh, here's the last known whereabouts of
You know what's so whack about that?
Bridger. It's like, what do you mean known whereabouts?
So
You're like the power of this planet. Why don't you know?
they fucked up already. So, you know, with Ahsoka, you saw the whales in the hyperspace lanes, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're just like a spaceship then?
Mhm.
Because I just thought maybe they'll just teleport him to the actual planet, like inside the atmosphere. So that's why they won't, like, explode in fucking space. And I'm thinking, nope. Because, like, Ahsoka's just showing us they're going to arrive in space. So, good luck explaining why he didn't die in the vacuum.
Yeah. The fact that they're sitting in the mouth of the Purgle in their ship and the ship hasn't crumbled is like, okay. Like, okay.
I don't mind that bit, but it's just like, okay.
I just find it interesting. It's like, we can fit the whole of this shuttle in there. And it's Gucci King. You know?
But yeah, I don't think they'll be able to explain it satisfactory.
No.
in my
Not
opinion.
without, like, making people confused. No, definitely not.
Uh,
It'll be a we have to wait kind of deal, I guess.
it just feels like dead time as well.
What do you mean?
Because it would have to feel like such a contrived or convoluted way of making things interesting that hasn't rocked the boat too much.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's like, oh, okay. The problem when you gotta cut it within the lines.
Mm.
You can't get too creative.
Can't go too far out of it, huh?
Yeah, because you know your finish line.
Yeah. And that's the amazing thing is they've had to do, like I've told you, they've had to do all this backtracking with the shows and shit to make the sequels the way they are. To explain it all it's so stupid.
But no, I always wondered. Say you have kids, Ginge. Theoretically, how do you introduce them to Star Wars?
The original trilogy.
So how are you gonna do it?
The original trilogy, the prequels, maybe the sequels if I feel like it.
So when do you put in the
Clone
tie-in
Wars
shows?
The Clone Wars would come between eps 2 and 3, because that makes the most sense.
Would you be like, right, kids, we're gonna watch.
We're gonna watch 7
10
seasons.
hours.
We're gonna watch 7 seasons of the Clone Wars, and you're gonna love it. Just kidding. I don't know. And then
How long is...
I don't know how long it all is because
I'm gonna look it up.
yeah.
Wow.
Because in all, how long is it?
So Clone Wars is 2 days, 18 hours, and 30 minutes.
Jesus Christ, that's long.
That's a lot to put between like 2 films.
Yeah.
Where when you watch episode 3, it honestly will feel like it doesn't fit. Because Anakin feels like a continuation of Anakin from episode 2.
Well, especially with like Noah Ahsoka and all that.
Exactly. So it's like, it's all just a dream. Rebels is only 1 day and 13 hours.
That's shocking.
Yeah. Rebels was 4 seasons.
It got better after the first one. The first one was a little rough around the edges, but that's just true with like a lot of shows.
First one, this is where it gets whack. First one was the Grand Inquisitor. Second one was Darth Vader. Then I always thought the third one was Thrawn. So what was the fourth one?
Thrawn.
What was the third one?
Thrawn Vader. Kind of mixture hybrid thing. If I remember correctly. But I'm rewatching the show, so I can't really remember off the top of my head because I'm not through the first season yet, so.
So Thrawn's in the third one.
Yep. Oh, I remember it because Kanan dies at the end of 3. That's what happens. Because then you have all of 4 setting up the Battle of Lothal.
Yeah.
Now, what do we have on this Datacron?
Got dunked for 2 seasons.
Do what?
I said Thrawn got dunked for 2 seasons.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, man, I thought he was only in it for 1 season. Or does he disappear for like half a season?
I don't remember how they did it for him, to be completely honest with you. It's
Wild.
been a while since I completely watched the show. That's why I'm rewatching it, because watching Ahsoka's like, oh, I probably should rewatch where all this really kicks off, which is, Rebels. So
When you do, let me know the answers.
yeah, provide more context.
Yes, please. Explain it for the guy who tries to make a podcast and explain stuff to people.
I'm really not sure who I want to focus on until I can go from Malicos, because we don't have Ahsoka to like Fulcrum, to deal with, and like I really don't want to hit Malicos until I have the nuke ready available.
Yeah.
Because also I did some more sleuthing on where the that damage immunity comes from. Every time it's in his first unique, every time a ally is inflicted with healing immunity, they dispel it and gain damage immunity. So, yeah.
Well, here goes Malgus. Oh, fucking hell. On a positive note, it's lucky Cere didn't kill anyone.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm attacking crew at the moment. Oh god, he's like a ridiculous amount of stacks.
Didn't he already like bust his load though?
Not yet. He still has 105
I
stacks.
thought he already did some rock throwing shit.
He did a rock throw. It wasn't the rock throw bullshit.
Oh, he's gonna go first.
Please stop saying that.
Fire him ready.
You really like to watch me suffer, don't you?
Hey, you just do it to yourself.
No, you're the one to keep saying, he's about to do it, he's about to do it, he's about to do it.
I thought it was. I was like, oh, he's gonna get a turn before you. Is he gonna do like his smash?
No, but Cere's gonna do hers.
Imagine you've done all that work and Cere's just gonna be like, I'm gonna one-shot all of it.
Nah, she can't do diddly squat now because I got her isolated.
Why do you think that's gonna stop it?
It's just a will, because I can focus down everyone else and then I'll nuke her in a second.
Yeah, but the more turn... Okay, if you get your nuke, but the more turns you take, when she eventually gets the cooldown, she'll be able to nuke you. So
That's
nuke her before she nukes you.
Do you see why I...
advert.
Oh, there was something... What the hell was I going to say? Oh, you know the whole meme? Like, we were talking about the prequels. You know the meme of, like... Not meme, but, you know, in Rogue One, Andor's like, I've been in this fight since I was a child. I was going to say that about the whole prequel thing. It's completely slipped my mind just now because I let you go on your tangent. I was like, what was I going to say? Oh, I got to nuke him, I guess. Well, fuck you.
Oh, is that a mistake?
No.
Here comes Big Cere.
You and your loud mouth. You do realize she has her cooldowns increased right now because...
Yeah, she hasn't got the Death Star ready, but she will do.
No,
How
she
does she
will
get
not.
that? How does she get those cooldowns reduced?
Based off the amount of turns we take and the amount of turns she doesn't take kind of thing, but it's kind of hard for her to do much of anything whenever she is isolated. Really don't have another answer for that other than, like, she can't do much of anything at the moment. Of course, I'm not holding my breath because every time she does a basic, I worry she's immediately going to take another turn and just go with the Inquisitor's lightsaber.
Always explaining how she just whips that out.
It's like, bro, where do you just have it like stashed away on your side, or what the hell gives?
You just borrowed Second Sisters. But it's such a janky thing. It looks cool, but it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, literally, it's like out of nowhere, lightsaber.
I was like, bloody heck. Got a throwing arm on her.
Yeah, that she does. Is it really Second Sister's lightsaber? It probably is, isn't it? Because, you know, the whole fight.
What it was? I can't remember when she threw it, but I assume it was Second Sisters.
It was probably after her and Cal fought the Second Sister. Whenever inflicted. So that's the redundancy of this. Like, he has this, but then if you have the Ami for him, it does the same thing. So it's like a double redundancy. Yeah, Doya never worked on it.
Huh.
Don't ask me why he never did. I don't have an answer for you.
Doya, you're a scrub.
Well, Vander's not a tank, but... Well, you know he is a tank.
He's gonna get squished?
Probably, but... We'll see. Maybe he'll proc...
You heard it here first.
I don't know. I'm too tired to really formulate an argument at the point.
It's only 11:15.
Do what?
You're okay. When did your brother's football season end?
Not until November.
Okay, that's not long then. Jesus.
Oh my god, this team is cancer. Especially if you don't have like a big team just laying around to kill it.
Phoenix team or your team?
Phoenix. Well, there goes that one.
Hondo, jeez.
Yep, there goes Hondo. My boy, Hondo! No!
Whoa, that did jack shit.
Yeah, it really did. Well, there goes him. I think the problem is I have no damage immunity. Not damage immunity, no healing immunity. And the way they just keep EM rolling. Well, that makes sense.
Okay. Chewie actually has done the most damage on the team. I take that back.
Do we are we
What was happening there? It looked like it was crashing, but...
the game, it's because this Datacron and this Ami, because I think Rex lets all, or no, Hera has like the whole, like everyone, well,
Oh,
this team is
well escalated.
dead. What a fucking stupid team this is, man. I don't know why they needed to make Phoenix viable. Maybe I'm just bitter. Maybe I'm also not a fucking nonce that thought Phoenix needed something. But you know.
Just the way of things, isn't it? New team, have a data crime, make yourself super powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's the thing. It's a double redundant team is with that stupid Datacron, Omicron, and then, yeah.
Hopefully they can get some people killed off. Do you go for Chopper first?
That's my idea, yeah. Or maybe Kanan, I don't know.
Even Hera would be nice.
We'll see.
Without the leadership.
Let's go with this real quick. We'll figure it out. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, cool.
There you go.
Well, now the problem is I need to take a turn to cleanse.
I know, but without the leadership, they won't have the uniques if you have to do another battle.
I'd rather not have to do another battle, though. Well, we lost all our TM thanks to his AoE. Very lit. I now have...
AoE, isn't it?
No, it was Rex.
Okay, there you
Is
go.
it my turn? My turn! Finally!
You're so lucky she gets to just pop back up.
Wow. Because they took so many turns, they went through...
Okay, AoE
death
is an
mark.
way to go. Because Kanan's sharing his bloody counter attack.
You know what makes it worse? Is I can't swarm because they're all dazed. It's just this entire team is just so stupidly busted now. Like, you know, I understand they wanted to make a new character for an old team, make it cool and all, but like, was it really necessary to make Phoenix a team that specialized in assist? Also, this always circles back to my hatred of Rebels. I fucking hate assist-based teams, and the Rebels are that. I know that, like, oh, but the Imperials are that as well. Yeah, but, like, they don't do this to you with debuffs out the... I have 2 turns on my cool... Ow, it's caught my shoulder. I have 2 turns on my cleanse.
Is this coming from the guy with Imperial Troopers who TM locks the other team?
That's basically what's happened here.
Yeah, so, you know, TM locks the other team with a lot of assists. But as soon as the Rebels do it, it's a step too far.
The Rebels is always a step too far. Because none of the Imperial Trooper teams have days. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Does Piet not daze people?
If he manages to land it. And that's about a nigh on an impossible thing to have happen. Unless you have
I can't wait to watch you land daze with Piet.
Was that 100-some thousand damage against Iden just there? Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up. Just shut
try
the
and stun them, man.
There is no point in stunning them whenever they take so many turns. Watch. You want to see stun? All right, let's see how long this lasts.
So much better now. Less chopper animations.
Oh, look at that. One turn.
Stunned him
One
when you had the entire
measly
team left.
turn. One measly
Hey,
fucking turn.
we was doing damage to chopper. He was almost below full protection.
Yeah, almost.
But you let him recover.
Yeah, oh, I let him recover. Yeah, it's not this fucking team that let him
There we
recover.
go. Now you just have to finish the job.
You seem to forget a lot about these kits, don't you?
Oh man, I wish they would kill Stormtrooper, but I don't think they can.
I don't know what they can or can't do, honestly. Because Kanan can cleanse. She has AoE, whatever the fuck. He has whatever the fuck. He has whatever the fuck.
Oh,
Like,
I thought that was going to be over then. It's like, no, Iden just pops back up.
yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Let's see what Rex does, shall we? Let's see how long he stays stunned. Or is Kanan gonna cleanse him? Oh no, Rex was stunned for not even a turn.
Likes to be next.
Ah, yeah,
He's
if I get a
usually
chance.
a bit more squishier.
Well, the problem is they're both taunting again. It's like,
And use the stun to get rid of it.
oh yeah, let me work that in on my
that
0
does some
turns.
damage.
Let me work that.
Oh, there you go.
What a fucking stupid
Sabine.
team.
God. Could have done that like 2 minutes ago.
So
Might as well for shits and giggles.
yeah, there's no point in not doing it, you know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose this anyway, so yeah. Lit. You know the great thing is they're just gonna keep stunning themselves.
You know what I'm happy about though? Wow. Okay, see if you can kill it. Is it the third one that's the killer?
Yeah. Or not.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, dodge. Lit.
Okay. At least that bit works. Oh, maybe Rex will just die.
No, he's just gonna cleanse.
Fuck's sake, why did he clank? Oh, Kanan.
Yep.
Maybe he'll die now then.
Nope.
I love how broken this is because of all the dots. Like, CG system can't function properly.
Bro, we had how many stacks of momentum, and it did diddly squat to him. What?
No.
He
Bro,
recovered
Chopper
full
has
health,
to die now.
full health
Like-
and protection,
80 stacks.
and he's still
Need
not
Chopper
dead.
to take a turn before Sabine.
There we
Yes.
go. The war criminal of the rebellion is dead.
There we go.
What a stupid fucking team. What
So
a
that's dangerous. Tunes out the way. I tell you what, I'm glad. You know when you kill off the leader?
Mhm.
I'm glad like a tune who takes the leader's place doesn't activate their leadership.
Yeah.
Because just imagine how annoying that would be. It's like, great, we killed Palpatine, now Darth Vader's here with his
It's like,
leadership.
now Vader, now Thrawn, and then this and that.
But,
Yeah, it's just these teams. The way they keep making teams really makes me just hate them so much. Like I just hate them. Like there's not a lot of other words I can say about it. Oh look, you said I couldn't be stunned.
no, I said his stun wasn't like unresistible or whatever it was. I think this might be a brutal start.
Always.
I think it might be General Grievous who ends up coming up trumps
Nope.
for you.
Nope.
Really? Not
Nope.
even with 3 of them?
Nope.
Oh, okay, you got a turn. Look at this filthy Imperial squad with their TM manipulation, constant assists.
Yeah. I also
Fucking
see
dirty.
I also see no dazes on their from
Do you
on
have
my
a third
Imperials.
move?
Oh, I'm aware of what it does, but you seem to
Oh.
not understand that they were spamming it constantly. This is a once every 4-turn thing, not
No,
once every
they
time
just
they
had
take
the
a turn.
days thing because they got so many turns.
Very
Nah,
bold
you
play.
got this. Because there's stiff assassins not out front.
Every fight I did in Squad and Fleet Arena earlier, I would go second, even though my SAS is higher relic than most of everyone else's. What the fuck is this shit? There's no SAS out front. Why am I losing all the coin tosses tonight? I don't understand. I don't understand.
Wee.
This game really confuses me.
Oh wow, he dodged. That's some bullshit.
Just how it be.
Yeah, I was confident you was gonna win. Now I'm a little less confident. But Dagger's probably a good shout.
No, I'm in below this hangar.
Now you
Because-
fucked.
Not necessarily, no.
Do they bring out Sith Sass next or
That
the
is what I'm banking
Inceptor?
on. I'm banking on it coming out next, is why I didn't call in my dagger.
Hmm.
Of course, this can still go very awry.
Nah, you got it. Because you've got the TM train going now.
That's subjective.
Wee. I'd say it was objective.
Oh, whatever.
Now we've got it now, it's objective.
Now it's just all make-believe words. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm too tired.
Me neither. It's 11 o'clock on a Friday night.
Yeah, I'm like,
Too old for
let's-
shit.
it's a word. I don't know what the word means, but yeah, sure, sounds good.
I just know we're winning.
Yeah. Especially after that nightmare, that was the stupid Phoenix team. I don't know.
To be honest, I'm quite impressed we cleared it.
Yeah, I think it's just, I don't know. Like, I understand the hypocrisy of like, oh, you don't like the rebels assisting all the damn time, but then the Imperial troopers do it.
I wish you could tell that to the ginger 10 minutes ago.
No, it's always a argument in the back of my head. But it's just rebels I've always just hated. Always have hated them. Just never have liked them. No.
I was going to say, is that the Republican in you?
No, I fucking hate the Republicans.
I
They
was
can
like,
eat a fat cock.
Big Tucker Carlson going to
Nope.
be on Russian TV?
Yeah,
It's like,
I hope he
Jesus.
gets thrown out of the country for treason. Or moves there. Because if you want to be a puppet in their country, not mine.
That always blows my mind. Anyway, I'll skip politics because your audience aren't here for this.
Yeah.
they
ain't
they
here
just
for that.
wanna.
We
There's
here for
like-
rage.
I just tuned in to watch Ginge Rage, but instead we got an hour of Tom bumbling through the prequel trilogy and canon, and Ginge
then-
just silently killing stuff in the background.
And then Ginge losing his mind for like 10 minutes about the Phoenix team being, you know, whatever it is now. And what are we on now? I don't know where are we at. I haven't kept track of the
Mate.
lore.
This is the crazy thing. This battle's been 30 seconds, and I feel like it's almost over.
For me, it is. The fact that I got marked by a stupid spy doesn't help. We're gonna basic because I want to bring in the one and only Boba Fett. Let's see. Can you nuke spy? No, you cannot. You failed me. You disgust me. Disgusting.
Hey, Boba's more ashamed than you could ever understand.
Why is he ashamed?
Because he didn't kill anyone.
Fair. He's
That's
just
part of his
disappointed.
job. 72, that's a good haul. Okay.
I really expect to like wake up later on today and see that I've lost. With the amount of drops I had, I'm just expecting it.
Mate, that's what amazes me about you. Like, you can still keep playing this game. Like, watching you play and the way you lose or lose out, I'm like,
Lose my
it's so
patience.
it's so frustrating. Like, that's part of what I did. I was like, I just couldn't find any enjoyment in the game. It was upsetting me more than I was having satisfaction.
Why is she dodging?
But that's what I mean. It feels like just bullshit.
Like, why was she dodging? She had no foresight. She had no buffs. But she was dodging. Like, what? Dodge that, motherfucker! I hate so much about this game, but it also brings me a lot of joy whenever stuff actually succeeds. If it does.
Yeah.
If is the key word there.
I want a compilation of those moments, please.
We'll have to, like, scour hundreds of hours of gameplay to find, like, 5 seconds of it.
You're gonna have to, like, note any successes.
I can use my notebook over here for it.
Yeah. Be like, this battle was really good.
This battle, not so much.
We'll have to see if there's a way for OBS where you can just press a key and it will, like, note, this is how far into the footage.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the final failure score is here. Oh! We scored more than yesterday! Woo!
I was gonna say, how did we score more than yesterday?
So, Laffy did, one fight, or two. No, 2 fights. One shot Aphra, then failed versus Qui-Gon, and then called it good. So, all that pain and suffering on offense, and he does the bare minimum. So, yippee. We will, be running into the championship again, so that'll be fun. If y'all enjoyed, don't forget to hit like and hit subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later on. I hope you have a good rest of y'all's day.